Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fabulous edition of Great Scott, where once again, due to my Legion flight ring, I'm going to travel back in time, this time to June 10th, a few hours before the world premiere, where Jeffrey Taylor, myself, Steve, Eunice, Carolyn, Steve's sister, and Rennie Cowen also all see the Man of Steel world premiere before lots of other people. But here's the thing, as lucky as I myself thought I was that I got to go to the world premiere in New York City, Jeffrey and Rennie both had already seen the movie. And that's right, a week before the rest of us, 2 weeks before other people, they managed to see the movie another time. So this world premiere was going to be their second time seeing the movie. I'm going to go back in time. We're going to talk about all kinds of things, like the fact that everyone, all the fans, everybody else was so upset, so full of just disdain for the people who got to see it early. I got yelled at several times and told that people were envious of me. Can you just imagine it? Jeffrey, can you imagine?
Well, just imagine the hatred that I received.
The vitriol.
Oh, absolutely.
Plus you're wearing a shirt that's backwards.
It just makes me
It looks fine in the mirror.
That's true.
There was a lot of anger. There was a lot of vitriol, as we have said. But how angry would you have been if Jeffrey had revealed this?
Yeah, Lois dies.
Oh, I just love being able to travel through time and have conversations with people on other days that have already passed by due to the fact that I have this stolen Legion flight ring. Did you know, if you already didn't feel incredibly envious of Jeffrey Taylor, that this is a man who got to touch Auntie Trout?
I shook her hand. It's not like I touched.
Oh, I thought she was being very friendly that day.
Well, she was being very friendly, just not very friendly.
Right.
Right.
Is everything that she had to say in your interview that people can read?
There were a few things where we sort of started off where I explained who I was and where I was from, and she said, "Oh, you can probably tell me more about the character than I can." And I said, "Well, we'll find out." And we started the interview. But then she ended up asking me a whole lot of questions as well, and very little of that is in the printed interview.
How incredible that must have been, Jeffrey, for her to ask you questions. What made, I mean, when you're the interviewer and then it suddenly turns around and you become the expert, and you know, you're a hero in your own right, you're a star in your own right, you know plenty of information, so why not? I mean, what kind of things and how did that come about that she was asking you?
She purposefully did not look up any previous information from her character, so I got to tell her.
I've heard that from a lot of actors. We just did Les Miserables, and our director told us, don't watch the movie any more times, don't listen to any more soundtracks, we want you to have your own kind of take on it. So, on one hand, I think fans want you to review your character and know everything about them before you come into a movie like Man of Steel, but on the other hand...
And don't read the book by Victor Hugo.
That's right. Don't read the book because you'll know too much about Krypton if you...
Many of you have already purchased your copy of the soundtrack. It's been several weeks in release now, and it's awesome. You could have ordered it early and you'd get it maybe on the day of release, or you can go out super early the morning of and get it that day. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. You do have something that doesn't come out yet. Where did you find this?
Somebody just gave it to me. Said, "Here, I don't want this. You can have it."
Someone from the film?
It was on the Warner Brothers lot. Actually, we both got ours at the same time.
And they didn't want it?
To the press.
No, they were handing them out.
Okay, all right.
Box. They were just here.
Oh, well, that's very nice.
Now, I have found in my travels that there are many a fan out there that have said that it's clear to them that no one read a comic book when they were producing Man of Steel, and that it has no comic book influence at all, and that it is just not their Superman. Jeffrey, what do you have to say?
There's a lot that's borrowed if you know what to look for, and I'm not going to say anything about what it is because I want people to be able to see it for themselves and get that from it. And if you still don't get that from it, you can read my review on movies.com.
Well, I think we've had enough travels for now, everyone. Thanks for watching, and remember, always look up in the sky.